Hello, nice to have you join us on Newsroom Series, live from Channels Television's global headquarters in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm Dominic Iwiwa, and today our focus will be on the southern region. But before we get into that, let's have a snippet of our top story making the rounds at the moment. Gunmen have struck again in Owo local government area of Ondo State with the abduction of 5 worshippers at a celestial church in Uso, causing fear and panic in the community. The spokesperson of Ondo State Police Command, DSP Abayomi Jimo, confirmed the incident in an online message sent across to journalists in Akure. The DSP Jimo explained that upon receiving the report, the operatives of the command, in collaboration with the Nigerian army and local vigilante groups, immediately mobilized to the scene and commenced coordinated rescue operations. He said further that one of the victims has been rescued, while one suspect has been apprehended. While urging residents of the area to remain calm and vigilant, Mr. Jimo also informed that operations are ongoing to ensure the rescue of the remaining victims and the apprehension of all perpetrators involved. The latest attack comes as operatives of the Department of State Services announced the arrest of the 6th person involved in the 2022 attack on St. Francis Catholic Church, also in Owo, Ondo State, in which over 40 worshippers lost their lives and many more were injured. The DSS is currently prosecuting 5 persons for allegedly carrying out acts of terrorism. For nearly 4 years, the 6th suspect evaded arrest, making him one of the most wanted fugitives in Nigeria. Mr. Yusuf is reported to have confessed to being involved in the planning and execution of the Owo Church massacre. Alex, there was a... We start off in Delta State, where the Sheriff of Borowori-led administration has reaffirmed its resolve to deepen inclusive development with a major infrastructure drive linking rural communities in Delta State. Commissioner for Works, Highways and Urban Roads, Ruben Izeze, during an inspection at the ongoing reconstruction of the Uzere-Asaba-Ase Road and Bridge project, says it is a clear evidence of the governor's commitment to equitable governance and improved connectivity. He advised families or individuals who may want to truncate the activities at the site to restrain from such plans.
The Delta State Commissioner for Works, Urban and Highways, accompanied by the Acting Permanent Secretary of the Ministry and other senior officials, are on an inspection of some projects in the state. They begin with the inspection of the reconstructed and asphalt overlay of failed sections of the 32.5 kilometers Emo Obodeti Abi Abraka Road, a key artery linking communities in Ndokwa West and Etiop local government areas of the state. From there, they moved to inspect the ongoing reconstruction of the Uzere-Asaba-Ase Road and Bridge project in Isoko South local government area. It is an 8 billion naira project designed to open up hinterland communities and facilitate the smooth movement of residents and agricultural produce. The project, currently over 60% completed, covers the rehabilitation of failed sections along the 4.35 kilometer stretch, reconstruction of damaged culverts, and the construction of a 100-span bridge. The bridge features an 80-meter main span and an additional 20-meter span across swampy terrain.
I have said something now. Give them this to 50. Give them this to 50. Let them come ask.
According to the commissioner, after the inspection, the scale of the project reflects the governor's leadership style and sensitivity to the needs of underserved areas.
You have witnessed some of the women with their farm produce, some of them trying to ferry products from one end, that's the Asabase end, to the Uzere end. And without thinking of these people, I do not think His Excellency, the Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Francis Orowedo Borowori would have considered this project necessary. We have seen the level of work that has been done so far. We've attained 60% from what our engineers have reported to us. The contractor had some challenges that he wanted us to come and see for ourselves so that he would have the go-ahead to proceed with what was originally provided for in the amended contract.
The project is necessitated by the daily hardship faced by rural dwellers who transport farm produce through difficult terrain. They speak their minds on the gesture.
We don't feed the pass, we don't feed the go market, we don't feed the cross go as Abase. We thank government, so we greet on our try for us.
Before, it was worse than this, but we are seeing the betterness of it. So we want, before the completion, you people should please give us a smooth place to be passing.
The commissioner also appeals to individuals not to engage in activities that will truncate the ongoing project.
The contractor brought to our attention the activities of a particular family. Please, I would want you to take note and report this, the Ure family of Uzire that has attempted, due to perhaps ignorance, to be a cog in the wheel of the progress of this project. Of course, and on behalf of all Deltans, that they should not continue with the way they had been in the past.
Upon completion, the project is expected to significantly enhance transportation along the Uzere-Asaba-Ase corridor, stimulate economic activity, and improve living standards for residents of Isoko South and surrounding communities.
The Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, has inaugurated the newly completed 4.8-kilometer internal road at the Edo State Polytechnic, Usa, in Ovie, Southwest local government area of the state. Speaking at the inauguration ceremony, Edo State's Governor, Monday Okwewolo, commended the NDDC for bridging infrastructural gap in the oil-rich region through intentional project delivery.
For almost 23 years of its existence, the Edo State Polytechnic, Use, Ovia Southwest local government area, has been in dire need of an infrastructure upgrade, particularly for its internal roads. The Polytechnic's management says the poor road network, coupled with other infrastructural deficit, has led to a significant slide in the number of students seeking admission into the tertiary institution. To address this, in November 2024, the Niger Delta Development Commission began the construction of internal road networks comprising 4.8 kilometers of asphalt pavement, dual carriageways, and concrete drainage systems, amongst others.
The project is 100% completed, as we have laid high-quality asphalt across the campus internal road network, built with integrated drainage systems to combat the erosion that has long plagued this terrain. These roads now seamlessly link administrative hubs, lecture halls, and hostels, restoring dignity to the learning environment.
Your Excellency, on behalf of the Governing Council of this once forgotten institution, we want to thank you for partnering with NDDC to turn around the fortune of this institution. As you have been told, for the past 23 years, this school has been in comatose in terms of infrastructural development. Your Excellency, with the attention that has been attracted to this school by your administration, we want to assure you that light has come to this school.
For the NDDC Managing Director, Dr. Samuel Ogbuku, the project is a testament to the efficacy of collaboration. He says the Commission will undertake bigger projects through partnership with state governors in the region.
For us in NDDC, we have always pledged to partner with state governments, because when we partner, projects are faster and we're going to achieve more. NDDC is not a government, NDDC is an interventionist agency to complement the efforts of the state governments. Today we're here to complement the effort of the Edo State government, because we know this governor is doing very well.
23 years ago, I was among those crop of people who legislated over the establishment of this very institution in the then Edo State House of Assembly, under the leadership of Governor Lucky Ibinedion and the speakership of Egbado. If somebody had told our members that day that among us seated would be one of those that will help to put all this infrastructure in place, I'm sure many would not have believed. So I thank God that I'm back here today to witness the commissioning of major infrastructure in this very institution.
Inaugurating the roads, Edo State Governor Monday Okwevolo commenced the commission for improving infrastructure within the campus, as well as the commitment of the NDDC leadership to developing the Niger Delta region.
By investing in this polytechnic, the NDDC is investing directly in the future of our young people and the economic development of Niger Delta. I commend the leadership of the Commission for its clear vision, a vision that recognizes, that stabilizes regional development, most prioritize education, infrastructure, and human capital development.
And there's one more surprise from the federal government. To complement the internal roads within the Edo Polytechnic, the Minister of Regional Development directs the NDDC to begin the process of providing solar street lights across the Polytechnic.
The Nigeria Customs Service is preparing stakeholders for the introduction of an automated system for processing licenses and permits. To drive the reform, the service engaged importers, exporters and clearing agents in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, to explain how the new digital platform will work.
This stakeholders gathering in the customs sector holding in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, is part of ongoing efforts by the Nigeria Customs Service to support the growth of the nation's economy.
We are here for sensitization.
The engagement, organized by Zone C of the service, focuses on the automation of licenses and permits processing. The Comptroller in charge of License and Permit Unit, alongside the Deputy Comptroller General, Tariff and Trade, represented by the Comptroller Area 1 Command, say the strategy is aimed at strengthening the federal government's policy on ease of doing business.
You will recall that the 3-point agenda of our indefatigable Comptroller General, as he mounted the saddle of leadership, are consolidation, collaboration, and innovation. And precisely, he has been very focused and intentional about this agenda. From governance perspective, automation strengthens 3 pillars of administration: efficiency, accountability, and record integrity. We must clear a digital platform does not replace discipline. It reinforces it. The strength of this system will depend on the professionalism of officers who operate it and the compliance of stakeholders who use it.
Participants are taken through the automation process.
There are like a minimum of 10 documents required. It's going to be put on the side, you will see them. And the documents that you need to get, maybe like from cell 135, we'll also put it in this document menu so that you just click download, print it, fill it out, and upload it.
Participants also make suggestions on ways to improve the efficiency of the system.
The financial implication for each category of registration or licensing should be on the dashboard, and then the document required for each of the category of registration or renewal or applications should also be on the dashboard. And I'm happy the custom ICT guy that responded said already that those things have been addressed. They are there on the system.
When implemented, the license and permit automation reform by Customs, a major revenue-generating agency, is expected to boost trade activities in the country.
You're watching Newsroom Series on Channels Television. Right after this break, we'll bring you more stories making the rounds within the southern region of the Federation. Stay with us. Welcome back. The Cross River State government has launched a major digital transformation program aimed at equipping 2,000 civil servants with modern technology skills. Speaking in Calabar, the Cross River State's capital, the Director General of the Cross River State Microfinance and Enterprise Development Agency explained that the Civil Service Technology Empowerment for Capacity and High Performance Program, known as CIVTech, is designed to reposition the state's public service for efficiency, transparency, and global competitiveness.
In a bold step towards building a paperless and digitally driven public service, the Cross River State government has officially flagged off the Civil Service Technology Empowerment for Capacity and High Performance Program, known as CIVTech, an initiative focused on strengthening the digital capacity of civil servants across ministries, departments, and agencies. The program is designed to equip participants with in-demand technical skills that will improve service delivery, speed up government processes, and enhance productivity across the state. For the state government, the initiative is a strategic investment in human capital development.
First of all, thank His Excellency for his commitment, for his passion, for his love that he has demonstrated over and over. For those of you who were shortlisted to be in this training, take it up seriously and make him happy to have approved this training. Show 100% commitment, do what is required. I have confidence that our partnership with MISDA would add a certain level of additional beauty and glory. But mine is to say thank you to the governor, mine is to say thank you to you, because we know that by the time we gather again for the graduation, Cross River State would be a pilot state for paperless civil service.
With various MDAs seeking inclusion in the CIVTech training program, the state head of service appeals to participants to maximize the opportunity to redefine their careers.
I want to implore all participants here, make it more than worth the while. Do not joke at any time. It's not a time to fraternize, but it's a time to learn and acquire new expertise that will serve you even beyond the civil service. Because in a digital world, so you are getting this FOC as it were, but it will help you while you are here and even after.
The Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, Kashifu Abdullahi, who was represented at the event by the agency's Director of Partnerships, Aristotle Olumo, he commends the state government's push to align with the national digital policy.
Digital technology has proven to be one of the most powerful tools for improved public service sector. According to World Bank, digital government services enhances efficiency, improves service delivery, and creates opportunity for innovation and economic growth. Digital transformation is no longer an optional. It has become a bedrock for economic development. It has become a bedrock for job creation, and has become a bedrock for global competitiveness. Globally, the digital economy is reshaping nations. It's now accounting for trillions of dollars in global economic activities and has continued to grow massively.
The training marks a significant shift from traditional bureaucratic systems to a modern, technology-driven civil service built for performance and accountability.
In a decisive and uncompromising crackdown on criminal networks, the Akwa Ibom State Police Command has dismantled suspected drug enclaves in Itu local government area, arresting 18 suspects and recovering a substantial quantity of substances suspected to be cannabis and other hard drugs. The operation, executed on the 22nd of February 2026 at about 23:20 hours, followed credible intelligence indicating that certain locations in Akwa Ibom village and Mbak community had become active drug distribution hubs, fueling criminal activities within the area. Acting swiftly, operatives of the command stormed the identified hideouts in a coordinated midnight raid. A statement signed by the command public relations officer, DSP Timfon John, on behalf of the State Commissioner of Police, Baba Mohammed Azari, said the operation led to the arrest of one George Timothy and 17 other suspects found at the scene. The recently held APC Local Governments Congress in Edo State has been described a model worthy of being emulated. The chairman of the Edo Local Governments and World Congresses Committee, Kabiru Ajana, during a press briefing following the Congress, noted that the congresses across the 18 local government areas were hitch-free and followed the laid-down guidelines. The Congresses elected party executives for the 18 local government areas through a consensus arrangement. Acting APC States Chairman Jarrett Tenebe, also speaking to journalists during the briefing, urged the new leaders to drive the renewed hope agenda in Edo State as their commitment to President Tinubu and Governor Monday Akwa Ibom's development projects would have significant impact on the party's success in the next year's elections.
Gladly, I am to report to you that after the conduction of the World Congresses, we had our appeal committee on ground to check if there was any abnormalities or any infringement coming from the ADC family. I want to gladly tell the world that we have made APC intact as one family in Edo, and Edo is APC. And as at that, having seen the results from the appeal, it further paved way for us to move into the next level by conducting the local government elections. In the local government elections, I came with my team members, which were distributed among all the local governments to give us a kickstart of what was transpiring in the local government level. I want to tell you that as of today, after conduction, we sat in the State's Secretariat, using it as a situation, collecting reports and evaluating it. I want to say that the exercise was hitch-free and the local government schools have been duly elected by the APC family in various local governments. The exercise was done under the rules and regulations guiding the electoral exercise.
To draw the curtain on all important local governments and world congresses, Edo State remains the cynosure of all eyes in the country due to the rancor-free model demonstrated throughout the 18 local government area in the 192 wards. As we bask in the euphoria of this success, which has helped to reshape and deepen the internal democratic culture, we must remind ourselves that the joy of this can be short-lived if it does not resonate in the electoral outcome of the forthcoming general elections.
The ancient kingdom of Okpobo in River State continues to receive an outpouring of tributes and condolence visits following the death of its revered monarch, His Royal Majesty King Dadison Douglas Jaja. The latest delegation is from the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF, the apex socio-cultural body in the region. It describes the late Amayanabo as a steadfast advocate for justice, unity and development in the Niger Delta. Our correspondent Deborah Mieferesima reports that the visit underscores the enduring legacy of a monarch remembered as a pillar of regional struggle and statesmanship.
The ancient kingdom of Okpobo in River State has continued to receive dignitaries paying condolences following the death of the Amayanabo, His Royal Majesty King Dadison Douglas Jaja, whose passing was recently announced. This time, the condolence visit to the Jaja's compound in Okpobo Kingdom in River State is coming from the APES Niger Delta Sociocultural Group, the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF, led by members of its Board of Trustees and National Working Committee. He described the late monarch as one of the pillars of the struggle for a better Niger Delta region, reminiscing on the crucial role he played during the formation of PANDEF.
This loss is a loss to us, the people of Niger Delta, because Nigeria is a country where every part brings out its first 11. But at the same time, we thank God that the transition has been peaceful. Transition in terms of is going to the great beyond, and transition in keeping this great name of the Okpobo Kingdom alive. So while we mourn, we also thank God that peace is there.
The late monarch was very much a founder, supporter, and a strong member of PANDEF. He promoted PANDEF right from the beginning up to now. So we felt very upset and very disconcerted when we heard that he had passed on. So it was only proper that we don't wait until even the funeral to come and pay this condolence visit on the people of Opobo, as represented by the monarch and the elects.
We, the people of Opobo.
Responding on behalf of the kingdom, the king-elect of Opobo, King Charles MacPepple, thanked the leadership of PANDEF for the visit, saying it reflects the strong bond between the late monarch and the regional body, especially his contributions to its principles and objectives.
The people of Opobo warmly received Board of Trustees, President General, and members of PANDEF on this condolence visit. This demonstrates that our late king, Dandison Douglas Jaja, played a key role in the formation and the principles, objective and principles of PANDEF.
He assures the visitors the funeral activities will be announced soon to allow people pay their last respects. The death of the monarch, who died at age 83 after a brief illness, was announced on the 31st of December 2025. Deborah Meyefe-Beresima, Channels Television News.
And that's where we drop the encore in this edition of Newsroom Series. I'm Dominic Iwiwu. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.